Redoing that whole intro. Sorry.
I figured that.
But you guys made it all the way up the mountain to a nice kind of little hamlet with a cabin and some patties. One of them had some freshly tilled food, and the other one had a couple of sheep. And as you guys crossed over the bridge, 3 young women greeted you. One of them, who was blonde, immediately ran up to Dez and gave him a hug. And that is where we're picking up today's session.
Get off me. I don't know who you are, crazy lady.
Oh, Dez, it's me. Don't you remember? I mean, I know it's been a minute, but...
No, I don't even know how I got here, man.
Who am I?
But you do recognize it as much more mature... Yeah, Kyla. She was kind of a thing with your brother. And so she was around the house a lot, and then as you guys grew and he headed off to the church, she kind of stopped hanging around. And so it's been probably, I don't know, 10, 15 years since you've seen her.
Time certainly flies, doesn't it?
Yeah, so, you don't mind me asking, why are you guys up here? I mean...
Well, you know, and I look at Saint.
Hello. My name is Saint.
Hi, Saint. It's good to meet you.
Yes. This is the one that I had to thank for, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, of course. Yes, nice to meet you as well. We were sent here. Oh God, I don't. Damn it, Des. We were sent here for to look for somebody who can help me.
Oh. And who would that be?
She's pretty, not as pretty as you, but pretty, younger. And I pull out the little hologram thing.
Okay. As you pull it out and activate it, it has the, probably about 8-inch tall holographic figure that's kind of spinning around. And as you look through it, almost completely matching from your perspective, you see the lady standing probably about 15 feet behind Kyla. Brown hair, braided back with flowers in the ear, or flowers in the hair.
Oh yeah, her.
So you look for me, eh? And who might you be to ask for me?
Hi, my name is Saint.
Hello, I am Dez.
And this is our Arms of the Kraken. And I gesture to everybody else.
I do a pose.
As you say Arms of the Kraken, she gets like this almost like understanding look in her eyes, and she goes, Then that is what the dreams mean. My vision is not what it used to be, but for the past few nights I have had dreams of tentacles reaching, grasping up the mountain. I'm looking for these, and she taps a little amulet on her, around her neck.
That's what you're into, right, Des? Like tentacles growing up mountains and stuff?
Not mountains, legs, but, that works too.
Can we go inside and maybe talk about this?
You're not enjoying the nature of my home?
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful up here. I love what you've done with the sheep.
Of course, Fragment. Come into the house.
What'd
And
you call me?
she opens her arms, and you guys all head into this small cabin. As you enter in, you can see that it's like one big room, and there's a couple of like bedrolls over in the corner. There's a large table in the center with like a bushel of like different vegetables and stuff like that in the center of it, like a centerpiece. And there's a small kind of kitchenette off to the corner with a fireplace. You can see more like just drying herbs and stuff like that. but it is very sparse. There's a couple like ornaments and stuff like that hanging from the roof, but nothing like super crazy. And Connie looks to you and again kind of ushers you into the house. Sit wherever you like. I didn't know that we would have company today.
I appreciate it. Yes. Everybody. If you want, we have a cook with us, and he's really good. His name's Sanji. No, I'm joking. You want to whip him up a snack nib or something? I don't know what you guys do. I'm so nervous.
I can make some snacks.
All right.
So let me get this right. You come to my house, invite yourself in, and then now you want to use my food?
No, we have food.
She's just like giving you this kind of like incredulous look at the moment. Like,
look, we've traveled a very long way to find you. We have some very important questions that might not be best heard by everyone. So maybe we could treat you to a meal, and then we can discuss some things. How about that?
What do you mean by everyone? You want my girls to leave, or you want your friends to leave?
Well, it's really up to Saint, but it is.
As I made it very clear last time to everybody, I don't hide secrets anymore.
Well, then fair enough. I guess maybe we discuss this over some food.
As I look at everybody in the party.
As you guys all just kind of like sit there, because there's like no chairs or anything. You guys all sit down and begin like opening up your rations and everything. And the girls are literally just like staring at you like, what the fuck is going on right now?
I don't eat food. Would you like some of Nim's snacks?
I'm okay. I believe my girls are okay too.
Any of you need any sort of medicinal aid? Not like those. Like, I need healing? Do you need healing?
I don't know whose robot this is, but it seems to be malfunctioning at the moment.
I like Pat saying on the shoulder, and I just go, "It's okay, buddy. I think we're just gonna make some food."
It makes sense that he is yours. You are connected. So, what is it you came here for?
Well,
you want to explain it, Des?
Yeah, maybe. At the moment, I should lead with the talking, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on anything. But so my robot here isn't really necessarily just a robot. It's a little bit. He's a little bit more than that. His name isn't Saint. It's Marshall Bravebeak.
When you say that, Kyla, she is like holding like a pitcher of like water or something like that, and as you say it, she just like drops the pitcher on the ground.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
And she just walks out the front door.
That's kind of a thing that's been happening.
Yeah, so he's he's not dead. That's the important part.
Obviously, if he's here.
He is suspected to be dead by a lot of people in this town, but I found him and made some. I got very lucky, making some last-ditch efforts to save him, and I seem to have trapped him in, well, what you see. And we're just trying to find a way to get to not have him in a robot anymore.
She looks at you, and you can see she's like caressing the amulet around her neck.
And we don't really know any methods. We just got pointed towards you by some very helpful friends.
She just like almost with like half a smile, she goes, "You lie so well, it seems as though you almost believe it."
Who?
The bird.
What?
What makes you so sure they're lying?
Because he didn't create the robot.
What do you mean?
I will show you the way I see the world. Don't do anything stupid. This might get weird. And she like
I'm up for weird.
Wipes her hand across the table, and an illusion fades, and you can see that it's this large, like almost like a reading table. And there's runes inscribed all around it, and where the centerpiece was, there's now like this large kind of glass ball. And she goes and she reaches towards it, and you can see as her hands reach out, her fingers begin to like extend and become almost like these large claws as she picks the orb up and pulls it closer to her. And as she takes her other hand and begins to wave it over the top, she begins speaking in this guttural language that none of you really... Actually, does anyone here speak Infernal?
I actually think I do.
I don't.
Nope.
Yes.
Oh, never mind. I do not. Never mind.
Okay, so Grimm, you're the one that realize or can understand what she's saying, but it seems to be some sort of incantation. Lords below, let them see through my eyes. Let them see their own life. And as she does that, all of the shadows in the room begin to grow. The light begins struggling, fighting to have a presence at all. And suddenly you feel like this energy building up, a static electricity, and before it gets to an unbearable point, everything fades and goes completely silent. Everything is dark except for the illumination of the orb, and all of you notice these small tendrils, almost like fishing line, begin spreading out from all of your bodies and emitting like this small golden light. Hundreds and thousands of these spread from each of you. Some of them connect to each other, some of them go out the windows, through the chimney. Hundreds on every body except for Saint, who has one singular strand that connects him to Des and nothing else.
Womp womp.
Not just
Whoa.
womp womp that.
No
Well,
hesitation
what does that
either.
mean?
Just womp womp.
See, I told you, we're connected. Like, he's my brother.
Yeah, I mean, I would think, I would hope so. I mean,
Desparoux, this
yes.
one before you is not your brother. Because, and she opens up the amulet on her neck, and you can see this small orb of goldish light that is just like pulsing out. You can see light like swirling around it as this small, like almost dime-sized ball of pure energy. That is not Marshal Bravebeak, because this is Marshal Bravebeak. And she snaps it shut. What is before you is the fragment, as I said. In your sorrow and in your pain, your soul split, giving life to this creation in front of you. The things that Saint thinks he remembers and thinks he knows are memories created by you. Things that you think he went through, things that you think he did.
And,
So Saint's just the thought of Marshall.
Pretty
Well, that
close.
doesn't make any sense, because I remember the church things.
You'll remember what you have told your brother, or what Marshall has told your brother.
then
Saint,
So,
what's something
is it-
you never told Desparoux? Shit.
Now I'm nervous. I don't know.
It is okay.
well, what? I mean, how do I merge the? I like. Is there a way to get Marshall back? If you, how do you?
No,
have
I'm Marshall.
Oh, this is
There's no
Marshall.
getting anybody back.
And she holds on to the amulet.
How did you get Marshall?
Because that is what they do. I'm a collector of sorts. The souls of those who have passed from this life to the next. But some are different. Some are rare, and she holds up the amulet. Some were created by someone who no longer wanted to walk amongst this world and give it up willingly. But at the last minute had regrets once it was too late. And so it is flavored with regret and fear. And that is why this is my favorite. And she like kisses it. Especially now that souls are almost impossible to come by.
Wait,
Why
wait.
did I don't understand? I just
It-
why did
Is she starting to seem like a disguise to me?
Oh, her whole form has like changed this entire time. Like now that you're looking at it, actually, especially being able to see through darkness, you can see that the once probably 5'7", kind of tan skinned, almost fair beyond belief, brown hair has changed, and the figure in the shadows is probably somewhere between 7 and 8 feet tall, hunched over, beady eyes, hair draped wet in front of the face, mouth almost too big for the face.
Des and
Yeah.
Saint. What?
Yeah.
Explain to me again how you passed away.
I was rejected by the church and took my rage out on the church. Failed doing so. Realized that like I can't do anything if I couldn't even do that. And then I just I hung myself.
Des, did you? Oh,
Sorry, no offense, but as far as we know, that's as far as Des was told that happened to you.
Did he make a deal?
No deal was made. When the soul passed into the in-between, I was able to find it and grab it. Add it to my collection.
well you're collecting something that's not yours?
Oh, they are all mine. They have all been given up.
I mean,
Well,
I do
did-
only
did-
remember.
Can I do an insight check
On who?
on her on the hag? I guess if it's a
Go
hag,
for it.
I don't
Make
know.
a-
It
make an
sounds
insight
like,
check.
Sure, it certainly sounds like it. The
What do you-
insight, what I'm trying to glean.
Mhm.
A couple things. If she's being truthful to us, about this, about Marshall,
Mhm.
but I also am wondering. She's talking about like plucking souls in transit, and they all belong to her.
Yeah.
I also want to try and get a vibe check on like how fucking powerful is this thing in front of us.
Go for it. Make an insight
Like,
check.
like is this like a
Insight check
fucking
this.
god?
Yeah, go for
Oh.
it. Both of you guys can make insight checks.
Oh, and I'm gonna use my inspiration from
Okay.
yesterday
Go for it.
or from
That's
last
a-
week.
Yeah, a D4.
A D4. Okay.
And then go ahead and make a Arcana check on top of that. Both of you.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
Oh my
what was that?
God, dude, fuck
What was
off.
that? I don't know why I made an acrobatic.
Why?
19.
Why we gotta roll
Alright.
bad on lore? Backstory.
As far as the truthfulness of what they're telling you, it is incredibly hard to get a read on this creature. And Levi, you're also lost as far as like a relative power level or whatever. Grimm, not necessarily a power level, but this thing gives you the creeps. And judging by your connections to Hadar and all the other just weirdness and stuff that you have encountered, it takes a lot for you to feel intimidated or weirded out. And so just to kind of gauge the power of this being.
Well, yeah, how was that check on Des? Did I miss that?
Oh, I
What
didn't
check
say-
on Des?
I did
I
my
had-
insight check on Des.
Oh, your insight check was on Des.
Yeah.
Okay, with what you rolled, you can't really get a vibe on him either.
That's what
And I do a divine sense.
Go for it.
Faith
Yes,
in
fine.
Undead.
Saint, as you close your eyes and reopen them, that usual shockwave that just kind of reveals the gold, like shining inner energy of those around you. The being before you, you've never seen something like this before. It is like this vortex of fire and death. And then just outside the room, you get a familiar life essence. However, it has a weird, like, purplish tinge to it. And there is also a complete void outside.
Well, certainly faith, celestial fiend, or undead. One of those three. Well, then
My
why?
bet's on Faye.
Robot fragment. I told you this would get weird. Do not do
You know what? I
anything
like the weirdness.
stupid.
It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Because I'm finding a lot about myself. But then why would I be a paladin if I'm a part of Marshall or part of Des?
That is what Des believed you were. Perhaps why your name is inscribed on this statue at the bottom of the stairs?
I don't really get it.
So
To
I'm
be-
Des.
Did you do?
You're Dez's memory of Marshall.
Do all the names inscribed in that statue at the bottom of the mountain just give themselves as their souls to you?
No, I do not hold any of these souls from that mountain. Some have been claimed by their gods. Some have been claimed by others. I do not get to everyone.
Question. Can I roll a history check looking at the statue of the names? Do I recognize any of the names?
I mean, go ahead and make a history check for me.
Yeah. Fuck me. Nope.
Nope. Don't worry, Desparoux, you did nothing wrong. This has happened multiple times, but it is rare.
Yeah, that's great and all, but this is happening to me now, so I'm gonna make this right.
And what do you see as right?
That little amulet that has Marshall in it is gonna be mine, and it's gonna, yeah, I'm gonna take it. Because you don't get to just pluck souls out of transit, my friend. Especially not my brothers.
Perhaps you could do something for me, and I will give it as a gift.
What are you asking?
You see, as I said, it has become incredibly difficult to collect these souls as of late. There is something blocking us, keeping us out. I cannot see past my mountain even. An absence of souls to the north. Something is blocking us. Stop that. Allow me to continue my collection, and this could be yours again.
What
Question.
do you do with these souls?
Some of them I feed on, some of them I use when I need to make purchases not of this world, and some of them I keep and I cherish. She, once again, runs her gnarled finger across the amulet.
Why'd you keep Marshall?
I told you, it is special.
Yeah, but
It's
why?
rare.
If we're gonna go run around doing your bidding, you at least owe me that answer.
She told you, it's special, it's rare.
Is it like a foil card? Is it?
She did.
So think of it this
She
way.
did
Think
say-
of it as, someone who collects magic cards or whatever, and this is their freaking framed Black Lotus.
Is the thing that is inside the armor, is it like a soul, or is it a memory essence, or
It is a fragment.
A
Fragment
fragment of a soul, or a
This is
fragment
so-
of
This
his
is so
soul?
split.
Yes.
He gifted it to a pile of parts, and that pile of parts became you.
So, Des, since you don't have it already, why don't we make a trade for my soul, or this fragment of a soul of you, for Marshall?
That is
I mean, if I go away,
nowhere
then
near equivalence. A
I also
flake,
suggest-
a flake
but
of
you-
gold amongst a dragon's hoard, if you might say. I do not want something broken and insignificant.
Ouch.
was it Marshall broken though?
In a different way.
I mean, isn't it the same way of how Des was feeling? Instead of taking his life, he just created me, right? I
Well,
mean,
your soul is whole. His is not.
mm,
Do
How
you
long
do
have
this
you
for
been
me?
without the steady stream of souls?
I do not see time the same way you do, but for you, probably month and a half, 2 months.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh man.
It started in that city beneath the mountain,
Oh. Kalama?
if that is what they call it.
the one like directly down the stairs, or
No, the big one.
big one? Oh yeah.
You have no idea what it could be attached to.
It is
Or what
beyond
could be
me.
involved, right?
That is why I'm not risking my neck for it.
Oh, you know what? I'm wondering. Were you pulling souls from the conduits that were dying?
Every once in a while, they are not worth a lot.
But a large enough mass of them.
Yes, if I needed some quick money or was feeling down, I would definitely take them, but they're not worth collecting.
Why not?
They are not rare, they are throwaway. They spent their entire life under the thumb of someone else.
It's not their fault.
No, it is not. It is no one's fault where they are born, what they do, how much worth their soul has.
Well, shit.
Well, shit.
Well,
See, they
shit.
even speak the same.
Hey. I do know something that Des wouldn't know. I snuck extra scaver rats whenever he wasn't looking.
I'm always looking. I'm an
S-
owl.
Strangely, though, Des did know that. And sometimes he even left a couple extras for you.
I'm not always looking. I'm
Oh man.
boy howdy. This sure is a fun one, isn't it? So you just collect the souls? I mean,
And
Just
she
look at
consumes them and uses them and keeps them. It's kind of like, I guess, how we would use components for spells. She would use souls as components. And was gonna make that assumption.
Yeah, usable for that sometimes.
When somebody makes a deal involving their soul, is that imprinted on the soul?
It depends. Sometimes you give your soul as payment, and sometimes you use your soul as leverage. It is read differently both ways.
But regardless, the soul is marked?
If it has a soul,
In Infernal, I ask her, is there one on mine?
you look down and you have no connections to anyone around you. I don't think your soul is yours. In Infernal.
Hey, well, that would make sense on why Kasuth didn't take me, huh?
I guess.
That
But how do we like merge the
how do we merge
copy?
your soul back to you?
Well,
If you
I
wanted
don't
to take your
really-
fragment back, I could
I don't want
help
no.
with that.
No. I don't want my fragment back. It's his now. It's not me anymore. But if we could find a way to combine the fragment with Marshall, so it's like there was no skip, or maybe if he.
I'm just gonna let you know this now, and I'm gonna let everybody know. Everybody's gonna know this, okay? And don't you stop in case this happens. But if there is some way that you can get your soul back to have Marshall back, you're doing that. If
What?
Saint disappears, right? Like, as long as you get Marshall back.
Yeah, but Saint's cool. I don't want to lose Saint.
If Saint disappears,
Saint will be a part of you, though. That's the thing, right? Like, you are Saint. That's I am you, right? Isn't that right? Cool looking lady.
For the most
Wait, did we ever
part.
get her name?
That's
Yes.
Connie.
Connie. I
Oh,
just
yeah.
forgot. I just blanked on the name.
but if we lose Saint, then Dez is forever missing a part of his soul.
Unless he can somehow combine me back into him, then he would still have him. He would still have part of his soul back, the pieces that he's been missing.
Can souls even be put back together that way?
There are some ancient magics to stitch them back, or to bring them back to a body.
Man, you stealing souls. It doesn't sit right with me.
I know this would normally be like our oh shit, we got to do something about this, but like the fact that you have an opportunity to get Marshall back that's massive. I mean, that's what you've always wanted, right?
If we do this for you and we get Marshall back, are we just receiving this amulet, or are we receiving him?
Depends
As
on if
a
that is
living-
the deal you want to make.
Do you have the power to bring him back to life?
I may. It would be difficult, but we could see.
I mean, or think of it this way, right? Maybe not even, don't get upset. Maybe not even bring Marshall back, but allow Marshall to be free and
To
not in that
pass.
amulet and get him to pass. And then if my portion of the soul disappears, then it's whatever. If I stay, great. That's awesome. I get to see you guys more and look into your beautiful faces more often, right? And like kick more ass with you guys. But if I go, then you guys already did get the goodbye letter from me. Like, I know it's kind of no pun intended grim, but like, I feel like I've done a lot. Thinking about it now, I feel like I've done a lot in like the not even the year that I've been alive, like.
Yeah, but
If I stay, then fuck yeah, dude, I stay. Hell yeah, this is awesome.
well, you're staying. We're gonna figure out how to make that happen.
But if not, hey, I'm not. I've already accepted it. It's kind of like a punch to the gut to realize I'm not the person I thought I was the entire time, and just living off somebody else's memories. That's kind of a downer. But at the same time, like, you thought really highly of Marshall, and you're able to you made me who I am, literally, in every aspect. So, I mean, if this is the route that we have to take, then
I hate to ask this question, but Marshall killed himself.
yeah.
If you were around and you brought Marshall back, would he appreciate the standard of Saint that you've created, Des? Like, Saint is impressive. Massively impressive. He's a lot to live up to.
It's not living up to anything. This is him. At least to me.
Exactly. That's how you saw Saint. or tell Marshall.
Connie, you said that the reason why Marshall's soul is so appealing to you is when you were mentioning that you mentioned that there was like a decision and a regret.
There always is. The seconds before life passes, a regret, a desire to be back alive.
Damn.
The souls you collect, do you take them, or are you making deals for them?
Some of them, I haven't made a deal for a soul in a very, very long time. That's not quite my thing.
Okay.
Can I put my 2 cents in why we should just like do the deal she wants?
Your opinion
Uh,
is valid.
Yeah, so she said that she doesn't always get to all the souls because other people take them first. So if we're so worried about her stealing souls, then we would be also worried about other people stealing souls. But if we get rid of her somehow, it would just be a drop in the bucket, you know? So whether she is stealing souls or not, it doesn't really make a difference because there's also other people stealing souls.
I have a feeling that the attack on Kilhama is related to the lack of souls.
100%.
And there might be some kind of soul farm happening with conduits and stuff like that. I don't know. Either way, I think we have to go there and do this because whatever is affecting that is connected to our home or kind of home.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess when the time comes, and we decide what we do, you know? But, I mean, main goal is get Marshall, right? Like, that's what we want.
Of course.
So are we all on board with doing this?
I would like to see what's going on.
Des, this is mainly your decision, right? Like,
I mean,
he's your brother.
we might as well. Might as well see what's going on, and then, if we stop it and she starts getting her souls, and she starts getting her souls. And I like eye her.
Does she seem like she's pretty confident that we can address this?
Make a insight check for me. Insight, not so much from her demeanor, but more the way she has presented herself this entire time. As you are intimidated by her, she seems to be intimidated by whatever this thing is. And so she figures if she can get you to take care of it for her, then she hasn't put herself into any danger. And if you die on the way, or die doing it or whatever, then she'll just go about business as usual.
So, question,
Answer?
side question, for Connie. What'd you do to our friend?
What friend?
I point to what's her name, Kyla, Marshall's crush.
Nothing. She came to me, wanting to know more about the magics of the world.
Was
She
this
does
after
not
Marshall
have
died?
my same gifts. She has fairy blood, and so her gifts present themselves differently.
Oh, I always did see her as one of those. That was cool. Or do I talk as my past self as me, or do I talk? How do I do this now? How do I role play my old self? I don't know if
Saint,
it's weird for you guys if I talk as like normal person Saint / Marshall,
think-
or if
Do it.
Saint, your memories and your personality are based off of Marshall. You're Marshall, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, okay.
Well,
As long as you guys are cool with it. I mean,
I don't know.
Regardless, you
I don't
always-
know Marshall. I know Saint. I know you. Don't switch up.
bet. All right.
Wait, if we bring Marshall back, he's not gonna know us?
I don't think Marshall's gonna know you guys. Know us. Yeah. But honestly, I don't think he's gonna have an issue. He was a bit of a dick. I mean, he is Dez's brother, and he did grow up in the church, and they weren't really nice to him, from what I remember. Well, but yeah, from what I remember. So, you know, there is always that. But if Dez is cool with you guys, then Marshall will be cool with you guys.
So, do we have a deal?
What's the deal? We clear out whatever's blocking the souls. You give us the soul of Marshall and resurrect him.
Yes, find and destroy this thing, and I will give you back your brother.
You don't need like a piece of him or something, or like.
She holds
Like
up the
a-
amulet. I have all of him.
Oh,
Well, I guess we're just trying to clarify if are you going to bring him back to life?
like
part of
a
it.
I will
corporeal.
do everything
form.
in my power to bring him back to you, as
Okay.
he was.
Just without the depression. And I snap my fingers like finger guns.
As he was.
Well, I mean, I'm cool with that. What about you guys?
You know where I
Dez,
stand.
You cool with that?
yeah. I mean,
You get a chance to see Marshall again.
yeah.
Mom would be happy. I'm sorry, Tawny would be happy. All right. Well, I guess let's talk to Caldor, see if he can send us home. Well, I guess we have the crystals. Let's go to Caldor's, see what the new shop is, and then we'll talk to him, and then we'll head on out. Sound good to everybody?
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Scabarats on me.
Well, thank you for coming to my home.
Oh, wait,
Travel.
Ben.
Yep.
I don't know if this is unfair right now. Is Harrison with us right now?
Just
I know he's not like talking or whatever, but is he present for this? Like his character
Just
present for
like
this?
I said, like unless it's like story related, if someone's here or not here, just imagine that their character's gone. Just
Okay.
drop in, drop
I
out.
I wanted to look at the threads.
Oh. Yep, not here for that.
Yeah, that would have been super
All
cool
right.
to see.
That motherfucker is so lucky. God damn it.
He did it on purpose.
So is it only Grimm and Saint that doesn't have any? Well, Grimm has 0 threads and Saint has the 1 thread.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back to everyone else's.
Hell yeah, Grimm.
Wait,
high
what do
five.
mine look like?
No thread buddies.
Just hundreds of golden, like fishing line like threads that expand out from your body.
Question, because I don't think the
Some of
threads
them
were
connect
explained.
to other. Some of them connect to other people. Some of them go out the windows, out the smokestacks. It's like, yeah,
So what are these threads?
these are the threads of fate. The things that bind you to another. The possibilities.
Do we see any threads coming off of the amulet?
No.
Okay. Damn.
So even Saint has more threads than Grimm.
Yes, because Saint has one.
One's better than none. Let's go.
I'm more soulless than a robot. God damn.
Let's go. I pull out a piece of my
No, your
my
soul don't
rope.
belong to you.
I pull a piece of my rope out and I pull some thread off of it and I hand it to Grimm and I hold on to it and I go, "We'll be connected, buddy."
Thank you. In Infernal, I want to ask her, am I in danger?
I do not know. I cannot see anything about you.
Fair enough.
But just as I hold this soul, and she holds the amulet up, someone has yours.
That's
So definitely someone, and not something.
Someone, something, I do not know.
Okay.
do you have something that we can use to like look into this vision? Like, do you have like a potion or something that we can see like thread abilities and stuff and all that, or no?
I could possibly make you something.
Okay.
It would take me quite a bit of time to create.
Can we add that into our deal?
Make a persuasion check for me.
Okay.
Can I help?
Sure.
What do
So-
I roll with?
Either one of you roll with advantage, or both of you make a
Oh.
persuasion check.
Okay. I had rolled as you were describing it, so
Am I able to give them Flash of Genius, which is a +4? If I can see them within 30 feet.
Sure, why not?
Do you want to take the advantage, or do you want me to make it?
I had already rolled, so with a
7
3
plus 4.
advantage, so like a 10
Hell yeah.
plus 4, so 11.
I will
plus
make
3
this
as
for
well.
you, but you will pay me back for the cost. How about that?
Oh, like monetary cost, or like am
Yes,
I
I
like?
still have to buy food too.
Oh yeah, bet no, 100%. You want me to like pay for like that up front, or do you want it on the back end?
I will tell you when you pick it up. In
Okay,
10
you take debit
days.
shards.
She like cocks her head at you. Yes, always.
Take Apple Pay.
Obviously, I'm
Alright.
not some sort of barbarian.
Oh, just double checking. Just double checking. Speaking of barbarian, before we take off and leave, the giants are still in the mountain, yeah?
Yes, they are quite obnoxious.
How so?
They are constantly fighting with the Orc clan that calls this mountain range home.
Oh, okay.
No, sometimes
Orc
it
clan.
rolls over to my humble abode and I have to get involved. And she like gestures to one of the walls that in the darkness is no longer illusionary. And you can see this large, like probably 25-foot long freaking sword just like up against the wall. And then
Wow.
like 6 or 7 like orc skulls like hanging on the wall as trophies.
Let's go. Hell yeah. That's pretty fucking cool. That's hardcore. Well, what if we? We'll see what we. You guys, I need to go talk to those giants. Before we leave. It's the only time I'm gonna be able to. If that's cool with you guys, I don't know. It might take like a couple minutes, or it might take like a day or two.
That's pretty broad range there.
I don't know. Yeah. You know that whole not having Kasut anymore thing? Well, I need to figure out a way to get stronger, because I can't lean on those abilities that much anymore, in the sense of like, it's not like I could just practice being a paladin more, because there's really nothing to practice to, in a sense, you know? Like, I can't read a book and gain more spells kind of thing, you know? So, there's a cool fighting technique that I think would be super fucking cool, and I think it would be beneficial for everybody here. So,
I'm all up for fighting techniques.
that's what I'm saying, dog. And I pull out the book that it's like pinned perfect. Like I try to make it perfect, but I'm sure it's not. I go, it's this thing. I think I talked to Levi about it and Des about it a while back. It's called. Fuck, it's all smeared. Something night. Night.
Is
Yeah,
it
something
Eldritch?
night. Like it has to do something with the dark time, but nighttime.
It's not Eldritch, is it?
It's all smeared, dude. I don't know. The first word is smeared, and then it's like something before night is smeared. So, that's what happens when you run into fucking sewers and submerge into shit. So,
Yeah, that'll do it.
As you guys have been talking, the shadows have like abated and the room is completely normal again. Connie wipes
which
her
way to
hand
the-
across the table. She's back to her normal form too, and she begins like she wipes her hand across it, and it goes back to the table with the centerpiece. And she just like straightens the tablecloth out.
hell yeah. Well, thank you for all your information. I think we got a lot of questions answered today. Anybody else have any questions?
No.
Nope.
All right.
Good.
Hey, which way to the giants again?
And she like, as you guys walk out the door, she like reaches her or points her finger up, and you can see that all along this range, there's like one large peak that goes up into the clouds and everything. She goes, "I would start there."
Fuck yeah. I look over at Kyla. Was it Kyla or Heather that I knew?
Kyla.
Kyla. I look at Kyla and I go, "Hey, I just found out what really happened. So, I'm not Marshall. I'm Saint." Sorry.
She just like, she has this look. You can't tell if it's like anger or sorrow or what. And she says something quickly under her breath. And this large, like, green flowered circle of energy appears behind her. And she steps back and then disappears.
Hey, Connie, would you mind telling her that Marshall thought really highly of her and, you know, all that, the goody stuff that one would say to somebody who...
10 days when you return, she will have calmed down.
All right. You guys ready? You guys need a rest?
As you guys begin to leave, Harrison just kind of hops up and joins the group.
Are you fucking kidding me?
How
God.
convenient.
Hey, what'd I
So
miss?
convenient. That's
You're
crazy.
so annoying.
Sorry, guys. That Nim's food was
wild.
not
That's
agreeing.
bullshit.
Nim's
That's
last
so-
meal did not
Isn't it,
agree with
though?
my stomach. I'm sorry, guys. I just.
What are the odds of all that happening? You guys set that shit up so
Yeah,
goddamn
dude, that's some
hard.
bullshit.
That's wild.
I didn't do shit, dude.
It's wild.
This is-
Everyone had threads that we can see who they're attached to, but just happened to be one person not here who we all wanted to
Yeah.
see who they were
No.
attached to.
We weren't like trying to ask your character stuff while you weren't here. What
Yeah,
happened
no.
was we were in a place that like we could have gotten some kind of clue out of you maybe. Like if you had just been there. It's so annoying.
Bad.
Yeah,
All right, let's
I'm gonna
rewind
kill
time real quick.
Harrison.
that's so funny. All right,
Harrison,
well,
roll initiative.
No, you don't
Hey.
get to kill Harrison. I call dibs on eating him.
yeah.
I'll cook them.
Ba-dum.
All right. Well, everyone, let's get ready for a big hike, and then all that. Fun
Hey
stuff.
Connie, can you do that fate thing again real quick? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
She just like looks at you. She just like sighs and shakes her head.
I give you 1,000 gold right now.
1,000 gold? For
No,
you,
no,
I could do
no,
this.
No. I don't got that kind of money, geez.
Yeah, you do.
Shut up. Shut up.
Don't forget, 10 days. If you are not
Yeah.
back, the potion will not work.
Oh, it's like a whole ass.
Like
Well-
ritual? Yes, that is how magic usually works.
All right. Okay. All right, guys. Wait, 10 days for the thread scene potion, or 10 days for?
The thread potion.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go see the wizard. The wonderful Wizard of Oz, huh?
There are no wizards in this mountain.
Oh, sorry, that's a
Rough
figure of
to this
speech
giant.
for millennials.
Can you prove that?
What am
I
lying?
cannot. But
Tell me
You
what
might be
a
lying.
millennial is.
just follow the river. It will help you.
All right, appreciate you.
Do you?
Anything we should watch out for, by the way, as we're walking away? Like
Everything.
I start like speed walking down the river.
All right.
I
So
wish I could fly right now.
it is getting later into the night. Do you guys? Well, not into the night, but you guys probably have about, in this terrain, about an hour of travel until nightfall. So, are you guys wanting to forge on through nightfall, or just continue on and find a little place to camp out?
We have all our stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could set up the tent.
Yeah, you guys did have a pretty big day walking up those stairs.
I'm not
so-
trying to fucking. Yeah, I need a break.
I know you do. You got little blisters on your feet.
Yes, and I take my socks off.
Hey, Grimm, you got... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, can you have Hungy eat those blisters? But
My bunions.
yeah.
Cast counterspell on those feet.
I think
Um,
1d10
They
turn into
was
hoods.
looking at his foot.
All right. As you guys are continuing along for this first little bit of travel, who is kind of keeping up the head of the group?
I'll lead the way.
All right,
I'll
go
be
ahead
behind
and
him.
make a survival check for me.
God, please.
30 20.
Yeah, let's fucking go!
Nim, it's been a while before you were able to actually just, not follow a road, forge a path of your own throughout the mountains and everything like that. This almost brings you back to your time in Mira. The first little bit, as you guys are going around the river, not too hard at all. You do end up finding, probably, I don't know, about a half hour's walk from where you are. The terrain starts to get a little bit rough, and you guys hear this loud kind of roaring sound in the distance. A few more minutes and a couple more turns of the river, and you find yourselves at this large pool at the bottom of another large waterfall. While everyone's coming up with ideas and plans how you're gonna climb up this waterfall, you know that, animals, they're drawn to these pools at the bottom, and a lot of them have little game trails and stuff like that through the rocks, safe passages to go up and down that don't involve the waterfall itself. And a little bit of kind of looking around reveals one of these animal paths to you. And instead of, flying up it, teleporting halfway up, making a rope, these ideas that the rest of your group is coming up with, you whistle to them and you find this little passage, and you guys are all able to get up to the top of the waterfall just as night is about to fall. You do manage to find a place that would fit the tent comfortably.
All right. I'll help set up.
Levi, I believe, has the tent. He pulls the tent out of the bag and throws it down, and it opens itself up into that single one-man survival tent. Yeah.
All right, guys, kick your shoes off before you come in. I worked really hard setting this up. All right. All right, not everybody laughed. Damn, that's crazy. Go inside the tent.
Saying you go inside.
mumbling in the
I
tent.
begin to snore.
Saying you go inside, and it's that very similar kind of spacious room with the opaque walls. It does have a slight hint of septic smell to it, but other than that, everything is clean. It is decently temperatured, and yeah.
I'm so glad I don't breathe, guys. Holy. You guys are gonna
Is
have a
everyone
wonderful
going
night's
in,
sleep.
or people
Yeah.
people want to do other
going.
things before you go to bed, or what?
Levi, sorry, I was gonna say maybe we do stealth training again.
Okay, sure.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's do it.
All right, you guys gotta pay attention this time, okay? Because you guys, for some reason, keep not doing what you need to do. Okay, it's very simple.
Kind of make it easier to understand,
It's like
baby.
pans to Pancake and I, we both got our fingers in our nose. Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, Des.
Hey, what's up, me? I mean,
That's this is gonna be weird, dog. All right, like, do we just
look, as far as I'm concerned, you're Saint, all right, and you're Marshall. You're one and the same. I'm gonna continue treating you like I have been.
all right? Nothing changes, right?
Nothing changes in my eyes.
And I pull my pinky out.
I pull my pinky out my wing.
Yep, pinky promise it. All right. Well,
Your pinky wing.
pinky wing, dude.
Just a tiny little
I-
dinky wing.
I was serious about what I said earlier too. So, if it comes time for that, man, like, maybe that's why I'm so talkative and you're not. Maybe I took the part of like your talkative side.
You took
More,
the
your more
talkative
social side, huh? Yeah. I took your extrovertedness.
You give that back now.
I wonder what else I took. And I opened my pants up and I go, no, there's nothing there. Damn. All right.
Joke's on you, Des, as a cloaca.
Well, shit, dude. Can you help me read this book? More so, I need you to read the book while I do the things that you tell me to do. Or somebody. And I look at it with the rest of the group, whoever's in the tent that's not doing stealth training.
I don't know.
You see Pancake or Nim and I both just trying to stand on one foot each, like awkwardly swaying to one side and the other, not being able to get our balance straight.
I held the book up to Grimm. Grimm, you want to help?
What kind of book is that?
It's a fighting book.
Fighting.
Yeah. It's the type of fighting I want to learn from the giants. And I flip to the smeared page.
I'll
try
take a peek at it.
I tried cleaning it up. I just need you to tell me what it says, and I'm gonna try to recreate it. I did some reading on it earlier, but we went into the tunnel and now it's just not good. Des kept his smarts, so I got the
You got the charisma.
I got the charisma and the brawn. Yeah. He got all the cool shit though. He can shoot guns and fucking fly.
What? Would mending be able to make this legible again?
It may. Are you gonna try?
Well, I don't want to accidentally fuse the pages together.
What about
would
that
you
cleaning
mind?
thing that you do yourself? That you wave your hand over you and all the shit was gone. Can you do that on the book?
Yeah, I guess I can try that. And I'll use what is that? That prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation. Okay. So as Grimm closes their eyes and then opens them again, this like kind of shadow form spreads off of their body. And as it hits the book, the pages flap in the wind. And afterwards, everything remains the same. Maybe a little less dusty, but
Can I try one more thing?
Yeah, what's up?
I
Just don't.
would like to try to see if maybe a mending spell could bring some legibility back.
Yeah. Let me. I have mending. I can make an attempt at it.
I also have mending.
I don't have that.
as you guys hold the book out, and almost simultaneously, Des has a couple of those little like nanobots start crawling across the page. And Grimm starts concentrating, and all the shadows between the pages begin like growing until the entire book and the nanobots are like completely covered in shadow. And once it all fades, the book is legible.
Oh,
Here you go.
you guys fixed it. Hell yeah. Now, what's the kind of night time that I need to do? It says something about night, right? Like
It's
I
a
need to do this
rune
at night?
No, that's a not night as in nighttime. Night as in like a person.
Oh. Night fighting, huh?
Looks like it says something about runes.
That's what it was. And I snap my fingers and I point. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. I was talking about runes to Levi and Des. But I needed the giants' help because they're the ones who know about it.
They're the ones that actually like copy and inscribe the runes into weapons and stuff. They know
The things.
the method.
Hell yeah.
To have a technique for runes? That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, they're like really good at it too. That's why I want to learn it, because like I'm big, you know.
As you guys are having this conversation, we go out to Levi, Nim, and Harrison. Levi, I would like you to go ahead and make your, was it a performance check I said last time?
I have no idea.
Yeah, we'll just call it a performance check for this time.
Okay. This roll is going to be -3. Oh, I have exhaustion, so it's also a disadvantage.
Nice.
If you're within a certain amount of feet of me, you get a plus 30 saving throws. just heads
Ability.
up.
It's not a saving throw. It's an ability check.
Well, sucks to suck.
So, all right. Here we go.
Big money, big money.
A 19 and a 15. Okay.
So the 15 is -3 because this I have the expertise in performance only when I'm writing.
Oh, okay.
Remember? Yeah. So it's minus my proficiency bonus.
All right. So as Levi begins trying to explain this stuff to you guys, I would like each Harrison and Nim to go ahead and make your stealth checks at disadvantage for me.
Okay.
Both 7. That's crazy.
8 and 9, so 11.
So Levi, as you are trying to instruct them, you're just feeling this fatigue in your body, causing you like not to be able to like clearly, explain what you're trying to say, but they're still trying to follow your instructions as best as possible. You're trying to explain them how to hide, how to be stealthy when moving around and stuff. And even from inside the tent, you guys can hear Harrison's armor just and then you hear like sticks and branches snapping as Nim's like trying to like stealth between like trees and like up in it and like just breaking branches. You guys are making a lot of noise.
You have to be quiet. You have to be quiet. It's loud.
We're
It's
just
not
doing what
stealth.
Levi taught us.
But
I was like,
What?
oh, quiet. I
They
take
know,
one really
you gotta be-
slow step and it just.
Yeah. You know what you did there? Don't do that again.
Okay, I take another step. The same thing happened.
Nah, you did it again. I'm telling you. It's like another like
No.
pile of loud sticks.
Like, check out this movement. I do like a somersault.
It's like the loudest thing on earth.
So after about an hour of this just cacophony of noise, you guys finish up your stealth training, quotes. But as you are, let's see, I think Levi has the highest passive out of you guys. As you guys are about to head into the tent, Levi, off in the distance, you hear a twig snap.
God
I, like,
damn, quit
put my
breaking
hand
those
up.
twigs.
It wasn't me this time.
I'm sorry. I tried to shush, but the noise suppression stopped it. I shushed everybody.
Okay.
And I listen in.
The three of you outside, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
23.
21.
A
God
dirty,
damn, guys.
slutty whore 20.
All right, as you guys look into the darkening forest around you, at first nothing seems out of the ordinary, but just as you're about to turn your attention back to the tent, you can see several figures quietly moving amongst the trees.
Oh, quick, use the
I'm
stealth
saying
training
that-
we were taught.
I'm gonna say in the earpiece, quietly. We might have company.
As soon as you say we have company, I'm gonna put up my mage armor.
So, you say that, and now I would like the three of you outside to go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
I'm amazing at those.
Oh, yeah, same.
13.
5.
26.
All right, Levi, as you are looking through, you notice, as you're looking, actually like looking for people now, out in the distance in the forest, you see 6 figures. The shortest being about 7 feet tall.
Good lord.
Oh man.
All massive, hulking forms wearing a little bit of armor. They seem to have kind of makeshift bows, cobbled together armor. Some of them have like pole weapons, a couple of them have shields. But as you are staring into this, suddenly you hear this sound, and I need the 3 of you guys to make dexterity saving throws for me.
Come on, we were just training for this.
Uh,
Guys, we got this.
Is this a missile?
This is a missile.
Oh
Can I
god.
deflect missile if I don't succeed?
Does a 7 succeed?
So none of you save, technically, but with evasion, Levi and Nim, you both do. So, as this barrage of arrows flies towards you guys, Hareson, you are going to take 15 points of piercing damage. Levi and Nim, your damage is halved to 7.
Deflect missiles?
Go ahead and make your deflect missiles.
I did. It's 17.
Oh, 17, so it is. It is, yeah. You managed to catch one of the arrows. I will reduce it another half for you to 3 points of damage because technically this was an area of its effect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. But you do manage to catch one of the missiles, and yeah. Okay, so go ahead and make a attack at disadvantage because the closest one, I believe, is outside of your thrown range.
20?
Yeah, it's far outside of your thrown range.
Okay, yeah. Wow, those are bullshit.
What's the max on your throw range? Sorry.
60.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So yeah, technically they're not even in range for you to throw it back.
Okay, so I'm just chucking it randomly.
Yeah, don't subtract the key point, because that was kind of on me. But yeah, you grab one of the arrows just before it hits your face. The other one like hits you in the shoulder, and you flip the arrow around and throw it back into the bushes. You hear a couple of branches break, but you have no idea if you made impact or not. And with that, Levi, you're up.
So they're coming from that attack came from the system.
Yeah, from the north. You have eyes on all 6 of them.
Okay. So the shortest one looks 7 feet tall.
Yep. They'll look incredibly similar in build to Thracken.
Well, if only Thracken was here.
Oh god. No.
Oh, so wait. So do they wait? Are they? Am I too far away to see if they are orcish?
If you wanted to burn your
Or
bonus
if they're
action
orcs?
on trying to figure that out, you can.
Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll do it.
All right, so
I
go ahead and make
it's so important.
a survival check for me.
Oh man, I should have just let someone else do it. Oh man, it's with disadvantage.
A 15.
Okay. Yeah, 15.
Okay. So judging by the way that they're moving, their general build, and the just slight glimpses through the trees that you're getting of them, they do appear to be orcs.
All right. Okay. I'm going to pull out my bow,
Mhm.
my longbow, and I'm going to steady aim. Oh wait, no, I can't do that because it's a bonus action. Fuck. Okay, I guess I'll just lop a shot. Fuck it. At this one
Go for it. Make an attack
with
roll.
a longbow attack.
So a 9. Yeah, you aim and you fire, and even though like you've seen them, they're still stealthily moving through these trees. And so you aim and fire and don't take into account one of the horizontal branches in the way, and your arrow actually strikes that branch, and the branch like whips back and forth. Anything else on your turn, Levi?
Yeah, I'm gonna take cover. So I'm gonna run like try to get behind the trunk of whatever tree.
Okay.
This tree or whatever.
Sounds good.
And then also while I'm running in the earpiece, I'm gonna say 7 orcs to the north.
Levi, after your turn, the orcs are up. Saint, you're on deck. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 gets him there. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 gets him there. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 gets him there. So they can't quite get to you, and you are taking cover behind that tree. So
trunk,
just to make
yeah.
things easy, we're going to do 6 shots against Hareson and 6 shots against Nim.
Oh, great.
Easy.
Deflect missiles again?
Yeah, can I just watch what he's doing and copy deflect missiles?
No, unfortunately not. Hareson does a 14 hit.
No.
That's not gonna hit. That's not gonna hit. That's not gonna hit. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so 1, and the final attack against you is gonna be a 24. So you're gonna take 2 hits.
24 does not hit. 22
20
does.
What?
He's fucking with you.
I'm too high for this right now. Okay. So 2 attacks against you. Harrison, through those 2 arrows striking you, you're going to end up taking 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Or actually, hang on.
No,
Bad math.
that's good.
Bad math. 7 on the first, 8 on the second.
Yeah.
Okay? And then against Nim does 17 hit.
No.
Do you want to deflect missiles on this one?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't. I've just like preemptively rolled it.
I got you. A 23 to hit.
Yes.
It's 1. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. That one doesn't. And a 24.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 as well.
I'll deflect on the first hit.
Okay. So yeah, as the hail of arrows is flying towards you, again, you single one of them out, and just before it hits you, you grab it, spin around. Are you throwing it back or dropping it?
Yeah, I'll just drop it.
Okay. And then as you're in mid-spin, another one strikes you in the back, and you end up taking 7 points of piercing damage from that one.
Okay.
That is the orc's turn. Saint, you are up. Grimm, you're on deck.
Okay. So, as for the tent, right?
Mhm. Just
Are
5
we
feet
just
to get
starting-
out. Yeah, just 5
Just
feet to
5
get out.
Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna put myself there because that'll be the 5 feet. 10, 20, 25, 30. We'll get me here.
What else are you doing, Saint?
Instead of the 5 feet there, I'm gonna move 5 feet there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my javelins.
Have you
Hell yeah.
replenished them?
I have replenished them because I
Okay.
picked them up after every fight.
I got you.
Yep. I'm gonna attack this guy.
Go for it.
Basically, I was.
Natural 20. Get it.
That's fucking.
Nice.
I'm gonna. You said we can smite on these things, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to smite.
Holy shit.
This guy's about to get fucking deleted.
So that's 11 right there plus 5, so. Or no, 10. So that's 21 just for the base damage of that. And then 16. Oh, do I dump a fucking level 2 into it? Yeah, just because fucking it's a nat 20, might as well do the full thing. So it's 3d8. So 34 there.
34 plus what was the first?
21.
So 55.
55, yeah.
Nice. All right. You throw your first javelin, and as it's flying through the air, it like this crackle of divine energy begins building along the shaft. And as it impacts the orc, like mid-swing Tarzan-like through this trees, straight in the chest, it expends all of that energy. There's this massive, like, crackling sound as it makes impact with the steel plate in the center of this orc's chest, and the javelin pierces all the way through, leaving a ragged hole in it. The orc, like, drops down to the ground in, like, a 3-point stance, and you can see blood just, like, pouring out of his chest. He's still up, but he's rough.
I pull out another one.
Go for it.
Which one was that?
Pop out another one out of my arm. If that's where we're holding them.
Yep.
But 13.
A 13 does not hit, unfortunately. So the flap on your arm opens up, and it just like a freaking auto cannon rotates to the next javelin and deploys it into your hand. And as you throw this one, you're still kind of aiming for where he was in the trees. Your eyes haven't adjusted yet to the fact that he dropped down. And as you throw it, it just skirts right past his head.
All right. bonus action, so might as well do it now. I'm not gonna do on that guy. Doing like a real quick survey of like counting who else is here, right? So these guys are in the trees, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to vow of enmity this guy.
All right.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I can't do that.
Isn't it touch?
Nope. It's within 10 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So never mind. That will be my turn.
All right, Grimm, you're up.
Okay, so Grimm's gonna come out of the tent, cracking their neck because they are not in the fucking mood. I'm gonna use my action to put my arm and summon famine.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold it up. I'm gonna use my sorcery points for quicken spell. I'm gonna hold up my arm and start congregating a bunch of magic at the tip. And I'm going to cast Fireball.
Ooh, finally.
15.
Fireball.
Finally some
What?
AoE in the fucking party. Jesus.
Is that 20?
We get a fucking
How long you had that?
fireball.
I just got it.
Oh,
So right
shit.
here,
I should get all 4 of those.
that should get right 20. And that should also grab this guy in the corner. Yep.
God damn.
Everybody but this guy, that guy way off in the corner.
All right.
That's a dex save.
Yep. Give me just a sec to check.
Fireball goes through the hole that I made on the other
I
guy.
have spell
So it's
sniper,
fine.
so cover doesn't matter.
Cauterizes the wounds on the
That
way
is
through.
correct.
He's like, oh, I'm good.
All right.
Oh,
Jesus.
sheesh.
That's why you said don't get in the way, huh?
It does not. Why is this not? Okay. So 5 orcs, Levi and Saint. I need you guys to make a dex save for me.
Oh, we need to do it too?
You're
Why?
inside of that 20 feet
No.
No, they're not.
No, we're not.
What?
where
20
he
feet.
aimed.
Where
Right
did
here?
you put it?
Yeah.
So it should be
I'm 25.
Oh, 25. And
20?
then-
Levi
It's
does.
definitely 20 to Levi, though.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
You get a +3 though for being 10 feet away from me. Levi.
And evasion.
I didn't see Levi.
Okay.
He's hiding in the trees.
Dex save 23 on the first, 10 on the second, 10 on the third, 16 on the fourth, and 23 on the fifth.
16 is what they needed.
Okay. So this guy
I'm
and
getting
this
it.
guy fail. Levi, you fail, but with evasion, it still passes. You take half damage.
It'd be 34 total.
34? Alright.
Suddenly Levi has no more eyebrows.
And on the save, it should be... Yeah, 17 points of damage on the save. So Grimm walks out, and those of you who can see the tattoos like moving across their forearm, and as they expand out, they begin wrapping like a bulbed rose around Grimm's right hand. Grimm holds the arm up, and you guys can see energy begin to build at the front of it. And as it fires out like a lance, it focuses on the single point. Everything goes quiet for a second before this massive flaming concussion erupts. I'm going to say, due to the fact that everything inside of the circle is currently on fire, if you start or end your... Well, the first time that you move through this circle, you're going to take fire damage. And if you end your turn inside of the circle, then you're going to take that fire damage as well. That's how I'm going to rule it.
That seems fair.
All right.
Is that a
Man,
Thracken?
it.
Oh my god, this is great timing.
Oh, dude. Oh, don't look at us. We're killing orcs. Oh, shit.
That looked like you.
No.
I need
Draken
to...
just wakes up and goes, "Oh, hey, Dad."
It is a little weird that you showed up with all the other orcs.
Joe, are you here or are you just listening?
I'm here.
You're here. Hell yeah. Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Okay.
And throw
Speaking of
Thracken
initiative.
inside of the tent.
Okay.
All right. So, Grimm, anything else on your turn?
No, that'd be it.
All right. Nim, you are up. Harrison, you're on deck.
Okay, so using this path, I'm gonna move up here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna activate Fangs of the Fire Snake, and punch the shit out of this guy.
Go for it. Make your attack rolls.
24.
24 hits.
So that plus 1d4, 5 on that, and then that's fangs. It's another 5. And here's the second attack.
Go for it.
Ooh!
Natural 20. Hit it.
God, that clean, immaculate 20.
Okay, so
Unsodden.
Oh my god, Nim. We're brothers of two different souls, dude. It's crazy.
Dead side eyes.
okay, so it's all of that plus 2d6, 1d6, and then 1d4.
So 3 times 6 is 12, plus 4 is 18, plus another 4 is 22, plus 6 is 28, plus 8 is 36 points of damage. Fuck yeah.
And
Anything
I still
else?
have another attack.
Go for it.
Yep. 23.
23 hits, go ahead.
So that is 10 plus 1 plus 3. So 14.
All right, so Nim, as you go sprinting around the edge of this fire, you like hold your hand into the fireball, almost like you would like just if you were on a boat ride, like holding your hand down into the water or whatever, just trailing it. And as the fire like collects in your palm, it skirts across your arm and to your other arm, enveloping both of your hands in flame. You then jump up and slam down on this orc who's just like screaming and trying to get out of the blaze. The first punch like knocks him to the left, second punch knocks him to the right, and then as you go and like teep kick straight through his chest, the fire just like consumes his chest and you kick all the way through and he drops to the ground as you pull your leg out of the smoldering corpse.
Holy shit. Alright, cool. That's my turn.
All right. Hareson, you are up. Thracken, you're on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna start. I'm not looking too hot right now. I'm gonna go ahead and use Cure Wounds on myself.
Go for it.
So 20. Okay.
Jesus Christ, very nice.
Cool. And as my bonus action, let's see. Can't really make it to any of them. As my bonus action, I'm gonna run kind of outside around the fire and just get closer to Nim and Levi.
Well, that would be your movement.
I know. I don't have a bonus action. I just want to make it sound cooler.
Gotcha, okay. So
Using my bonus action, emotional support.
as you reach under your robe and grab a holy symbol, plants begin to sprout out of your wounds. And then as they die, they wisp away into the wind, and there is no trace of the wound left behind.
Fantastic.
All right. With that being said, Thracken, you are up. Des, you're on deck.
All right. So I hear the hubbub going on outside. I'm just gonna 10 feet gets me there. What is this red ring of death?
That is the area that is currently on fire from Grimm's fireball.
Okay. Gotcha.
We're making roast orc if you want any.
Hey, that's
Sorry.
that's not funny.
Kind of funny.
I appreciate that. In fact, it's making me kind of angry,
Oh shit.
and I would like to rage.
Go for it.
Oh.
See, I told you guys he was a barbarian.
That's 10, 15. Can I see over this way?
Yeah.
Is this like full foliage?
Well, not anymore. The tree is now halfway burning. And
Okay.
you can see, so you can see this guy fighting fire off of him, this guy fighting fire off of him, this guy fighting fire off of him, and then this guy just like halfway through swinging through one of the lower branches, looking over at this just kind of horror of fire and burnt flesh to his right.
Okay. I'm gonna heck it and just beeline right for this guy. And we're gonna give him the wombo combo.
The wombo combo.
Oh yeah.
37 on the first hit, you said?
Yes.
Like, did you get attached to any of these guys? Because it seems like we're really just killing them all real quick here.
They only understand the fist.
Giggity. All right,
Bad.
Anyway, second attack.
go for it. Do you add your rage damage too?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. 13 does not hit.
Okay, yeah, I'm good with that. That's
Okay.
all my movement,
And-
bonus action.
As you entered into the fire, you took 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
So yeah, Thracken just begins sprinting across the campsite and just begins howling. You guys can see his muscles like tense up and his veins begin bulging out to the point where like you can see his heartbeat like through the veins in his arms. And even as Grimm is like trying to tell him not to, he just runs full tilt into the flaming inferno in front of him and just starts going to town on this orc. Just 2 massive hits with his hammers across the orc's face. One of his large teeth snaps and like is thrust to the ground, like sticks into the ground. And with your smaller hammer, the follow-up like crushes the right side of his head. He's still up, but he's looking rough. Blood's like pouring out of his mouth and across the side of his head. You can see his eyeball like lolling out of the side of his skull. All right, Dez, you're up. Levi, you're on deck.
I'm gonna step out of the tent.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like reach into my ammo pouch and then like kind of like pull out like I would a bullet like normally, but it's gonna be empty. I'm gonna like, oh shit. I'm gonna like fill around the ammo pouch and go, oh god damn it. And then I'll pull out my magic pistol that has the forever ammo, and I'll go ahead and branding smite for my bonus action here.
Lore base. That would make sense on why he can also smite. Oh. Your mind is melting.
So take aim at this guy right here.
Okay, go for it.
So 19.
A 19 hits.
2d8 plus 5 will be my damage, so let me roll that. And plus the 2d6. So 20.
20 points of damage. Very nice. So you aim and you fire, and you can see like the orc is like patting at his arms, like trying to put the fire out, and everyone hears this concussive blast. The wall of fire like expands out for just a second. You guys can see the vapor trail of the round fly through and pierce right above the orc's heart. What was your total damage on that? 20?
20.
All right. So pierces through the breastplate, blows out the back of the orc's like shoulder. He howls in pain as he starts to like look around for where that shot came from.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I can do.
That's all. All right. With that, Levi, you're up. The orcs are on deck.
Okay. I'm going to run to this orc.
Well, you take 5 points of fire damage.
Yep. I'm getting fucking toasted. And I'm gonna flavor this as I'm I'm running past him. I'm going to pull out the Hunter's Apprentice, and I'm going to booming blade him.
Go for it. Make your attack roll.
So
And 18 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
1d6 and a 1d8, I believe. 1d6 and 1d8.
So 7.
So seven damage from the dagger, and he's got to make a con save.
Con save?
A DC 14 con save. And
That's
then
going
a
to be a
D8 for
10.
booming blade. 10. Okay, he fails, so he's paralyzed.
Okay.
Fire.
And then 4 points of fire damage.
And then four points of thunder damage as I
Thunder.
booming blade him.
Okay. So 7.
So yeah, so that was 7.
You're at 11.
So that was 11 total. Yeah. And then I'm going to bonus action disengage,
All
and
right.
I'm going to keep running past him to over here,
All right.
out of the fire. So it's just like I'm like running, and I just prick him with the Hunter's Apprentice real quick, and
Yep.
I just keep running.
Yeah, so with the heat enveloping your body, you're finding it hard to concentrate on anything, but you do see this figure that Dez just shot, and as you run up to him, you slash like across his belly, and you can see him like start to curl over, but by the time that you even get the reaction off of his face, you're already past him, and you see like the edge of the fire, and you jump and roll out of the flaming inferno around you, and turn back and look, and you just see this like horrified expression frozen on the orc's face. Anything else
That's
on
my
your turn?
turn.
All right. Top of the orc's turn, they all take 3 points of fire damage. Levi, as you look towards the orc, just without an expression, without a sound, anything, you see the flame completely consume his body. and by the time that his skull is like burnt out, the body collapses to the ground.
I sheathe my dagger as he dies.
All right.
My back turned.
Let's see. How are we gonna play this? This dude is going to move back. Yeah, he's gonna take like 2 steps back out of the fire, and he looks over to his right, Levi, and makes eye contact with you as you're sheathing the blade. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 gets him here, and he's gonna make his 2 attacks against you. 15, 20, 25, 30. 35 gets him there. So he's gonna take... Alright, so it's gonna be 2 melee attacks against you here, Levi. This guy is gonna take a bow attack against Grimm and 1 against Dez. And Thracken, you're taking 2 melee attacks against you. With these like wicked looking... They're like short hafted axes, but they're treating them almost more like brass knuckles. Anyway, Levi does a 13 hit.
That is a miss.
And another 13.
again.
So both of them right over your head. Thracken does a 15 hit.
No.
I doubt an 11 is going to either.
Can I let one hit me?
No. I don't think it works like that. So, yeah, and this guy, as
He's gonna feel
you come in
something.
smashing at him with the Foehammer, he like loses his balance and just like lurches out twice towards you. Both of them missing. Grimm, Jesus Christ, does a 11 hit.
No.
And Dez, Jesus Christ, does a 5 hit?
A 5? Yeah, I'm dead, actually.
I'm sorry. All right, that is all of their turns.
Wait, Des
I
actually
thought-
done?
No.
Oh God, okay. I was just coming back from the bathroom and you guys are cutting in and out. So yeah. All right.
So yeah.
All right. Do I see said person outside of the fire?
Yeah, you can see the fire's not like
Super big.
opaque.
I fucking full sprint like the cop on Always Sun, or was it Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball? Just
Okay.
full sprint at this guy. I pull up the sword and I fucking start hammering. I have reach on the weapon, so I can hit him from here. Nat 1.
And 11 unfortunately does not.
Alright, and then another attack. Natural
Oh my
20.
fucking god. Nat 1 to a nat 20.
Let's
Get it,
love
boy.
How bad does this guy hurt? Or look?
He hasn't been hit at all.
Alright, well, that's a second level.
It's about to
spell
change.
slot Into,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
what's funny is like I really like hitting these high numbers, but when I get hit for these high numbers, I don't like it. So, 88 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he rolled a
Just a little
max.
some light, some light.
All
Yeah, I
right.
rolled I'm a max die on the damage.
So yeah,
So that's with smite.
Saint, you run up, and as you hold your arm open, and that same like slot that was rotating your javelins rotates one more time, and puts just like this small sword into your hand, and as you touch it, it grows into this like 10-foot long behemoth, like Buster Sword. You jump up into the air, and as you bring it down, that divine energy crackles along the blade, and you slash through, and the entire forest fills with this concussive sound as you slash from trap to hip and just completely bisect this guy. He's still in the middle of running too, and so like his legs trip and fall, and then his torso falls another like 10 feet forward and rolls to a stop right at your feet.
God damn.
Well, that is all I could do.
All you can do? Okay.
Well, I mean, I could technically do more, but I'm going to save them.
No worries.
I also forget that I have great weapon mastery.
So, Grimm, you're up. Nim, you're on deck.
All right. I'm going to peer through all this fire with my special eyes, and I'm going to cast Hex on the guy in the back.
Go for it. And what are you
So,
hexing him?
His dex saves,
Okay.
or his dexterity, yeah. And then I'm gonna shoot him with some Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
First one is a god damn it. 12?
A 12 does not hit.
Okay. How about 22?
A 22 does hit.
We got 9 force damage and another 6 necrotic.
Very nice. All right. So Grimm, the septagram. I'm gonna get it one of these.
Sexagram.
Yeah, septagram. Appears in your eye and then focuses and like binds itself to the orc. You then hold Famine up, and the two kind of pale green blasts of energy emerge from the tip. The first one, just due to the mirage in the inferno, you miss the first shot, but the second one catches the orc like square in the center of his chest, and you can see that the radiant energy from your Eldritch Blast seems to like take hold and burn just an extra second more. Levi, just your entire side of your face is just filled with this hot, nasty breath as this orc just fucking bellows in pain. All right, anything else, Grimm?
That'd be it.
All right, Nim, you're up. Hareson, you're on deck.
I'm gonna do the old run around and come up next to this guy and punch him.
Go punch him. Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
punch him.
I thought it was Hareson for a second. I was like, why is Hareson punching people? Go for it, bud.
19.
+2 is a 21, which still hits. Yeah,
Okay, can I just roll all my unarmed
Yeah.
attacks? And just,
Go for it.
Alright, yeah, cool.
that's the way I do attacks. I roll
24.
hits.
And then 13
A
plus... what was it again?
15. A 15 does not hit, so 2 of your
Okay.
attacks hit.
So I'll roll one of those, and then another one, and then I'll roll 2 of these, and then 2 of these. There we go.
All right, 11, 21, 30, 37 points of damage. So, Nim, as you run up, you go jump over Levi, come down with this crushing overhand that like crumples the side of the orc's face in. The second attack, you punch like up into his gut, and your fist coated with fire actually goes up into the cavity of the body, and you can see like smoke starting to come out of his nose and his ears. And as you withdraw that punch, you go to do a spinning back kick, but it misses with the fact that the orc's lifeless form has collapsed to the ground.
Oh.
Hareson, you're up. Thracken, you're on deck.
All right. I'm going to use Guiding Bolt on the guy right in front of Thracken.
Okay. Is that a attack roll
Level-
for you or a saving throw?
Yeah, it's an attack roll. For me.
Sacred Flame, that's what I'm thinking of. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. The 26 hit?
A 26 definitely hits.
That was a dirty fucking slut 26 right there. 17.
17
dang.
points of damage. Harrison, how would you like to do this?
No.
Thracken wanted it so bad.
Okay, wait. Can I do something to give Thracken some level of effort in this one?
Sure.
Can I like shoot out both of his legs so he's falling and then Thracken maybe like
What?
uppercuts him?
I
Yeah.
was gonna do non-lethal damage, but
Oh,
it ain't my turn. So
I mean, he's also on fire, so...
Yeah.
yeah. Where are you from?
So, yeah. So Harrison, you grab onto one of the many holy symbols within your robe, and as you hold your hand out, you can see like vapors beginning to emerge off of your hand as this spike of radiant ice flies through the inferno and just right at the knees on both of his legs, just blows through his knees. He drops to the ground, and at the same time, Thracken, you're like, I'm gonna hit him with the flat of my hammer and I'm gonna knock this dude out. But due to the fact that he's falling, your hammer collides with his head with more force than you intended and squashes it like a freaking watermelon. The bits of like viscera that flies off is like instantly ignited inside the inferno. And silence once again falls to the forest, aside from the snapping and popping sounds of the trees and bushes burning around you.
Can I use the water from the river to put out the fire?
I
Sure.
didn't realize how powerful the "what do you want to do" could be. I didn't realize I could force Thracken against his will to not do a
I mean, you
fucking
wanted to involve him.
knife.
All right. So yeah, as everything begins to die down, Nim, you go over to the edge of the river, and as you flip the water up into the air, almost in this kind of dance, you begin focusing the water into a physical entity that begins sloshing around the forest and putting out the fire all around you. As the fire baits down, you guys can see the smoking, burnt husks of 4 separate orcs laying on the ground, and the now steaming and half-charred body of Thracken just standing above the one that you just hit with your spell.
I was gonna ask before the flames, kept burning right after we ended, if there was anything left of any of them.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's still, especially the
Hey,
2 on
Thracken,
the outside.
I got a half body over here. Well, 2 halves of a body over here. If you need him, he
Will,
might still be alive. I mean, I just cut him in the gut. Might still have some brain activity.
Will, before it gets too late, I'm gonna try to heal him.
Okay. So you roll the upper torso over, and this orc is looking at you.
Hold on. Is this the most intact one?
Yeah. This is the one that,
okay,
that
well,
Fleur
never
just
mind,
like bisected.
Never mind. If he's cut it in half, I'm not gonna try and bring it back.
Do it.
Well, what I was gonna say is you roll the body over, and he was cut from his left hip to his right trap. And so he's sitting there and he's like fighting for breath, and he looks up at you in Orcish. He calls you a traitor before you see his eyes focus on the sky behind you, and that warmth of life fade from the body.
You guys really need to be better at doing stealth.
Do I?
You're very loud.
Do I recognize their garb?
Make a history check for me.
Okay.
I have no eyebrows.
Just tattoo them back on. Tattoo them back on.
11.
An 11? So you don't notice anything other than the kind of pale blue chipped paint across their mottled armor.
Oh, does this one up here have anything on him?
What do you mean? Are you trying to
I want
search
to
him?
search him.
Go for it. Make an
Yeah.
investigation check for me.
31.
All right.
God
As
With a nat
you
20.
Yeah, as you are, just kind of taking everything apart, the things that you are able to glean from him is he has an orcish longbow with 5 arrows, and then he's got those 2 short-handled axes. You can get a set of, we'll call it makeshift orcish armor. Other than that, he seems to have some almost rotted rations in his knapsack. One thing I will say with that history check, Thracken, is a small group like this in this area is definitely not a warband. This would be some sort of scouting party, or maybe a foraging party or something like that.
Did they just attack on sight?
Yeah, a couple of your fellow party members made quite a bit of a ruckus for about an hour.
Okay. What you sent me earlier.
That's your
is
general
that just
knowledge
that I
of...
know.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, Thrakken's gonna gather up all the bodies and he's gonna start building pyres for them.
yeah. Okay.
I'll help out Thracken.
Make a survival check.
Thracken, do you know these guys?
Not personally, no. The area we're in, one of the clans kind of gathers here. This is kind of their area. They're very, very territorial, so it makes sense that they attacked.
Yeah, they fight the giants that I'm trying to learn from.
Yeah, that's true. They'd be known as Clan of Clouds.
Oh. What clan are you?
I did not have an official clan. I didn't take to one after everybody split. I've been trying to bring them back together ever since. And I had obtained the means to do so. It's just a matter of when I can get everybody together.
What are you talking? You're already in a clan, dog. Clan of the Kraken, bro.
The clan of the Kraken. Oh,
Clan of the Kraken.
when we get everybody banded back together, that'll be a honorary clan.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they're very, very territorial, and something this size, this ain't their full strength, and I'll tell you, they're definitely not going to take kindly to this. Unfortunately, once they get into a Tillybrook, there ain't much you can do except smack them.
Tillybrook is a crazy word.
Thracken, make
Oh,
a survival
Donnybrook.
check for me.
Okay.
I'm helping him with the pyres. Do you want me to roll or?
Are you
roll the
proficient
dice?
in survival?
Survival?
I'll
No,
also help
I
because
would-
I can light them.
I'm going to address my students.
So, Saint, go ahead and make a survival check for me too. Just
I know I'm
separate.
not proficient.
That's fine.
Do you,
Just separate.
okay.
Do you want
Just
me
separate.
to as well? Because
Well, yours will come after.
Okay.
Okay. So, if you guys want to RP anything, you guys can. But over the
Sure.
next, I'd say probably 2 hours, Thracken and Saint go and find as much dry wood as they can, begin cutting vines down to lash the logs together. And after about 2 hours, there's not a whole lot of light left in the area, but with you guys being this far up the mountains, the moonlight is giving you guys the vast majority of the light you need. So there's not a whole lot of issue, but you guys managed to build 2 rather large pyres that would accommodate all 6 of these bodies.
I know we kind of like mercilessly kill these orcs whenever we see them.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I mean, happened the last town and kind of like right now. It was more so like protecting the family kind of thing for
Yeah.
that. Do you not want us to like?
I was gonna talk to everybody about it. It's not fun having
No,
to kill.
yeah.
They are my brothers.
100%.
No, it's not fun. In the future, I'm gonna do my best to maybe avoid these conflicts. Because I don't want to spill orc blood, but I also don't want you guys to get hurt. Unfortunately,
mean-
it's just the way it had to go.
Yeah, to be fair on this encounter here, they fired before we could talk at all.
That's
I know they're your brothers,
Tip.
but we are too. And if they're gonna attack us, we gotta defend ourselves.
yeah. I'm not
And
saying
they
you
seem
were.
to have no intention on stopping, nor have any in the past we've dealt with.
That's typically how they do things.
Wait,
I mean,
But-
maybe instead of killing, like doing killing blows, maybe we just do non-lethal and like incapacitate them.
What if we
can,
change the word for killing? You know, like we make them
The
faint.
long nap.
No,
Yeah.
The long
I'm gonna
sleep.
100% respect Thraken's wishes. 100%.
I mean,
Yeah.
whatever you feel you need to do to stay alive, absolutely do it. Because they're gonna do the same thing. But I would ask if you can avoid it, please do.
Wait, so these guys probably came from somewhere near here then, huh?
Oh, there's definitely a larger encampment. They usually set up higher on the mountain.
Well, remember too, we could also, they fight the giants here, so
That,
we're kind of
yes.
stepping in the middle of, that.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what their issue is with them. That's just how it's been as long as I've been alive. But
We're literally walking into a culture war.
Yeah, I would just be careful too whenever we do come across giants. They're probably going to be way more hostile than the orcs.
they can be
least-
reasoned with too.
Yeah, I would now knowing kind of what we're doing, like we need the giants 100%, and we need the orcs, or Kraken needs the orcs. So let's just kind of watch
And-
how we handle our business.
Well, believe it or not, orcs can be reasoned with. It's a little more difficult than your regular folk, but it's possible. But yeah, give me one moment. I'm gonna set these boys off, and I'll
Who had said
Say,
that they were
usher
gonna
a
help
little-
by lighting?
me.
yeah. And as we light the pyres ablaze, I'm just gonna mutter a little prayer in Orcish, asking Odin to embrace them into his arms.
As the fires light and the bodies once again catch fire, a few minutes later, like, the entire area is kind of has this bright light and the snapping and cracking of the fire, almost like this hypnotizing sound, scent, and experience. But as the smoke wafts up through the trees and the rest of the mountain range, you can hear what sound like several animals trumpeting in the distance. And this goes on for as long as you want to stay there.
After about, I'll stay for about an hour.
Okay.
But after which, I'll address everybody. And, I would suggest moving camps. It would not be wise to stay here if we want to avoid more conflict with the Clan of Clouds.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm down.
it's not that hard to pack up.
Are they pretty relentless about taking people down?
Yes.
So they're not going to be too happy that these people are gone either way?
No.
Well, you said that they can be reasoned with.
Yeah.
If
they
we just
can.
tell them that they attacked us first without, discussing anything.
Would there be
Maybe
anything
they'll
we could do to, like, I don't know, leave warnings around our camp so that they don't bother us?
Well, you could. It might work. They might take it as a challenge. 50-50 shot there.
All right. Well, let's. What do you reckon? We move an hour up?
Mm,
You're the expert here.
well, further up gets us closer to them, but it's not where they're going to be looking for us. So, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right.
Levi, as you hold the transportation bag open for your tent, it folds itself back up and, like, places itself back in. And you guys begin heading back off into the night. It's probably, I'd say, 11:30ish by now. And
Can I suggest, as we're walking, that we try to avoid leaving tracks in any trail of which direction we went?
Oh, I'm a huge robot, man. I'm heavy. I can do the best I can.
I mean, you can
but-
still try.
Yeah, I mean, I could try, but can't guarantee you.
if you guys are trying to not leave a trail or anything like that, I would like a group stealth check from you guys.
God, I'm
Do a
so
what check?
bad
Sleight
at
of hand?
No.
Stealth.
Stealth. Forgive me.
All right, guys, remember what I taught.
Oh, yeah.
I remembered.
Dirty, slutty 20.
Whoops.
There it is. 23.
So, Joe, did you say
10.
you got a natural 20?
No. Dirty 20.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 10 at disadvantage.
And Des, what did you get?
Who was that?
Probably.
Sorry.
You got an 8.
Des, what did you roll?
Did I go through an 8?
Oh, it did. I saw it. Okay. So, for the most part, you guys are trying to be quiet. Des, Saint, Grimm, and Hareson are just kind of thundering through the freaking forest. Nim, you and Levi are, like, pulling up the rear, like, trying to fix branches and, like, wipe away your tracks and stuff. You're doing the best that you can, but anything more than your average tracker would probably pretty easily be able to follow your position. Someone other than Nim and Levi, because they're trying to cover your tracks behind you, would you guys make a survival check so you guys can make your way to your next campsite?
Guys, let's metagame really hard. Who has a high survival?
Kraken.
I am.
Kraken rolled it. So,
Sorry, I didn't
you
know.
guys-
Can more of us? Can more of us?
Waiting
No,
that.
I was going to say I'm built for city life.
So
Can more of us do a survival check?
no, I
Oh.
said one.
I thought you
Um,
said multiple.
No, just one. So you guys, with it being dark, you guys trying to be quiet, you're not moving that quickly. So I would say over the next hour, you guys maybe move a quarter mile inland from the river. So you guys are going like up these pretty steep cliffs. You're trying to stick to animal trails and walking paths as much as possible, but I mean, you guys are literally climbing up the side of a mountain right now. And generally, where the water flows is going to be the easiest path up and through. So with you guys not kind of following the water line anymore, it's tough going. Eventually, though, you guys do find kind of a small cave. It's not too big. I'd say the mouth of it's probably about 15 feet by maybe 6 feet. And then it goes back probably about 10 feet in.
Does the tent fit?
Oh, the tent fits, yeah. The tent takes up the size of like one of those one-man survival tents.
Perfect.
You guys want to travel on to a different place, or are you guys gonna camp out here?
My vote's
Is
on
there,
here.
is there anything in here that looks like it might have already inhabited this cave?
No, it mainly looks like a washout.
Okay.
When snow, gets up here, once it melts, it's kind of burrowed out this little. It's not even really a cave. It's more just like a nook in the side of the rock.
Gotcha. Well, this looks good to me. What do you guys think?
You're the mountain man,
I'm
man.
down.
All right. Well, this will do.
Levi pops out your guys' tiny tent, and you guys all make your way inside unless there's anything you guys want to do.
Let's do another round of stealth checks.
I'm gonna go the fuck to bed.
Yeah,
Well,
I want to go to bed before we get another
essentially rest.
exhaustion.
All right.
I walk inside the tent and just fucking pass out.
I'll just stay up on first watch. Does
Taking
anybody else
all
want to take
watches?
watch?
How'd you handle the making of ammo again? I completely forgot. Because I remember I had the materials and I
Yeah.
carried them, but
So, you'll find it again. Basically, the table I sent you on Discord with it, with the ammo and stuff. So, are you making it for your rifle?
yeah.
You would take an hour to take 20 GPU worth of ammo, and you would make a tinkering check, and based on that is how many rounds you get.
All right, I shall make the tinker.
Well, in increments of 20, my bad.
What is Tinker Tools? That's
It's your intelligence plus your expertise. So basically, you tell me how much you're going to spend on this. You'll make the Tinker Tools check, and then based on that is how many you process.
I'm gonna spend 200.
Okay, so for 10 rounds, go ahead and make your Tinker Tools check. 9. Okay. So I'll phrase it like this: trying to keep the light on the campfire low while still keeping it hot enough to melt the materials down and make these rounds is an incredibly difficult process for you. And so you end up wasting a lot of your material cost, but you do still manage to pull 5 usable rounds out of what you've created.
Sick.
By the time that hour is up, Thracken, your watch has ended, even though Saint can take all of your watches.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything you wanted to do on your watch, or?
Be sad.
Okay.
Is it raining?
It is not.
Dang it.
Emotional damage. So, while Grimm is dreaming about Hungy, and Lily, Des quickly puts the fire outside out and comes back in. Thracken, you head in at the same time, and you guys manage to fit yourselves snugly inside of this tent, and sleep ends up finding you all. So you guys can go ahead and take the benefits of a long rest real quick.
Yeah.
Saint, as As the first rays of light begin to appear over the horizon, you begin picking up on these vibrations through the ground. Shortly thereafter, about 30 minutes later, probably 60 or so meters down the hill, you see this massive form, a humanoid, two of them, walking
God.
through the forest, their eyes level with some of the tallest trees up here, probably about 25 feet tall.
Oh
And-
shit.
I run out.
Well, hang on. Real
Oh.
quick, I'm just going to say this. As you are beginning to kind of power yourself back up, you hear this loud trumpet sound. And out of the tree line in front of these, 4 large mammoths with orcs riding on top of them breach the tree line and smash directly into like the midsection of these giants. 4 or 5 orcs jump off of the backs of each of these mammoths and begin crawling all over the tops of the giants, stabbing and slashing into any vulnerable part that they can find. The giants begin, they each pull out these massive swords. The sword itself is probably about 20 feet long and being hacking down. The first one beheads a mammoth, and then on the backswing slashes up the front of it and like laying its chest out. As the second one like reaches back onto its back, it grabs an orc and throws it, and it hits the rock right above your guys' cave. And you can hear like the bones smashing and the metal crunching as the body hits the stone and then falls not 5 feet in front of the mouth of your tent. Over the next like 2 minutes, as everyone's kind of waking up to this chaos going on around you, the first giant's throat is slashed and it falls to the ground. More orcs pouring out of the trees downhill and just jumping over and beginning to hack and slash towards it. The second giant that hadn't followed, with the 2 or 3 orcs still hanging on him, stabbing in, bellows this large roar and just begins sprinting down the hill, taking the orcs with him. And all in all, the battle lasts probably about a minute, maybe 2, before there's no silence there's no sound besides the fatally wounded mammoth kind of letting out this weird kind of moaning sound, as well as orcs like arguing back and forth. Do you speak Orcish, Saint?
Did I speak Orcish?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
No.
So you guys hear them all arguing with each other. Thracken, by the time that you wake up, it appears as though there is some sort of disagreement going on outside and below you over like one team possibly breaking cover too early, and then another one saying like, well, you guys didn't cover our asses, one got away, like all this. They're just kind of going back and forth at each other. And through the transparent walls of the tent, you can see 2 of these larger orcs, each of them with kind of plumes of some sort of animal feather on both of their pauldrons. They begin just rolling around fighting, not using weapons or anything, but just like beating the absolute shit out of each other.
Mm-hmm. This happened too fast for us to help them, right?
Yeah, I mean, by the time you guys were up.
Yeah.
So right now it's 1 dead mammoth, 1 wounded mammoth, 2 good mammoths, and probably about 30 orcs all down there just arguing and fighting with each other.
I'm gonna go talk to him. All right. And I'm
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'll be all right. Don't worry. I'll give you a hootie hoo if I need you.
All right.
I'm going to cast invisibility on myself and follow him stealthily.
Okay. As you cast invisibility, go ahead and make your stealth check with advantage.
Man, so are you fucking kidding me,
Jesus
dude? You're so
Christ.
bad.
Wait,
All
but
right.
he's next to Saint, right? Or is that saving
That
throw?
doesn't
That's
mean.
safe.
Saving throw, not
Yeah.
a check.
Fuck it.
So, Thracken, full of confidence, you walk out of the tent and just begin heading straight towards the scuffle. A little bit behind you, you hear like the sound of a boot hit a rock and like a stumbling sound as Levi fucking like just halfway trips. And Yeah,
Just
I
gonna
mean, you're still pretty hidden, but I mean,
I'm
someone
not trying to be
incredibly,
close. I
yeah,
don't
someone
want-
incredibly
yeah.
perceptive could probably pick up on your
I'm
pathing.
quite perceptive.
So, Thracken, as you head down towards the group, most of them are enthralled in the fight. But one of the, you can tell, younger ones on top of the mammoth calls out, "Hey, we got one coming from the mountain. Who's he with? Was he first or was he third? If he was third, makes sense why he was hiding in that cave up there."
Well, I'll tell you what your issue was. It's a lack of coordination.
Oh, and the two of them that were fighting like stop. One of them has like their fist up in the air, and the other one is like just kind of beaten. The one definitely losing or whatever like looks over and he goes, "That one of yours?" "Nah, man, he ain't one of mine. He must be one of yours."
I don't belong to any of you.
"We got a traitor in the midst," and they all like begin like pulling weapons and stuff. None of them have like attacked you yet or whatever. But the one that was obviously winning the fight out of the two of them, like stands up and begins walking towards you. And at full height, he's probably about 8.5 feet tall. He's got an easy like 200 pounds on you or whatever. But he just begins advancing towards you. And, "You ain't with us. So, who are you with?"
Well, I'm Thracken Foehammer.
As you say Foehammer, a couple of the ones in the back like begin like whispering to you or whatever, and the one that was talking to you goes, "Ha! Shut up! Foehammer, you say? Your kind hasn't been seen in a century."
Well, been busy trying to wrangle all you lot back together. You're too
Fine.
busy fighting amongst yourselves.
"Fine work you've done. We could have used the help of the Foehammer clan up here. These goddamn giants stealing our food, breaking our settlements. Can't do nothing about it. So we sit here and we pick off the weak ones that venture off of their high hill."
Well, I may have a solution to help you with that.
"Really? And what would that be?"
Everybody needs more friends.
"What can we do with one friend like you?"
Oh, I've got plenty of friends.
"Well, from the looks at us, there's way more of us than the one of you, and your friends ain't anywhere nearby."
Do you want help with fighting the giants or not?
Make a persuasion check for me.
And I'll give a little hooty hoo at the same time. Oh shit! No, I won't. No, I won't. They're gonna think I need persuasion. Oh boy, here we go. Come on. Ah.
Alright. A 7. So, as you say that, you real quickly like, "Who do you?" And then like stop it off. You're like, oh fuck, like thinking about it. But the rest of you guys just in your earpiece hear Thracken, "Who do you?"
Talking the earpiece you got. No, wrong ones.
"Well, I won't kill you here if you're a Foehammer, but I think our chieftain would have some words with you."
I'd be pleased to talk to your chieftain.
"Right. Surrender your weapons. You know the drill."
I do. Here you go.
You hand the Foehammer and your other weapon over, and they begin binding your hands in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, after they do that, they throw you up on top of one of the mammoths, and, "Well, boys, we're going home." And they begin heading off into the jungle. What's everyone else doing? Or not the jungle, the forest.
I'm still gonna follow. I'm following.
Is
Can I peek
invisibly
over? Oh, yeah, sorry.
invisibly following behind. What's everyone else doing?
Did we all see this happen from the tent?
I mean, you guys didn't hear what happened. They were speaking Orcish, but you guys
But we could
saw.
see it.
Yeah, you guys saw Thracken give both of his hammers over, allow himself to be bound up and thrown on the back of one of these mammoths.
Can I follow the tracks of the mammoth? Like, not even like in sight of any of them, just like following the tracks.
Yeah, if you just want to wait a little bit for them to leave.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a hard trail to follow. They're not like trying to hide their movement or anything like that.
Yeah.
Saint Des Grimm, Hareson.
I mean, I'm probably just gonna follow.
Yeah,
Like
I'm not
from a
entirely
safe
sure.
distance.
We know exactly what's happening.
We didn't
No.
hear any of it. We
Like
just
in the
saw
sense
it.
of like we know that he took off to go talk to the orcs and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I mean, you
Well,
saw him walk out of
Oh
there.
yeah, I told you I was gonna go talk.
Are
to
they
him.
like following the river? Because if they're following the river, I can at
No.
least somewhat quiet.
They're heading
Oh,
up,
okay.
like, into the rocky areas of the mountain.
Okay.
I peer behind the mammoth, and they haven't like blindfolded me or anything, have they?
No.
Okay. Are the mammoths leaving big old tracks?
I mean, they're leaving tracks, they're felling trees, they're
Okay.
not the stealthiest things in the world.
I get on the earpiece. Kraken, are we supposed to come with you or what?
Yes.
Okay.
You shut up, Pate.
Yes.
You Foehammers, you're odd ones, are you? And as the cohort of orcs heads deeper into the mountains and the Krakens begin stealthily following in behind, that is where we're going to pick up next week.
Aw.
Hey.